Hello and welcome to the video. So I wanted to give you guys a quick rundown on the new Instilling Orb that was introduced this league that in my opinion is extremely powerful and really underrated. I'm going to explain how it works and then I will give you a quick breakdown of the different enchantments you're able to get. Now keep in mind the Instilling Orb, it can only be used on utility flasks. You can't use it for instance on a life flask or a mana flask or anything like that. So as you can see right here on my Quicksilver flask, I have the enchantment used when you become frozen. Okay, you can see it's an implicit modifier up at the top. Now, in order to get that, basically what I did, you grab the Instilling Orb. You're going to use it like any other orb, as if it's a Chaos Orb, or if you're, slamming an Exalted Orb, or using an Alteration. Use it the exact same way. And every orb that you use on your flask is going to go through a different enchantment. Now, that being said, as you can see on this flask right here, I used the enchantment used when you become frozen, and then on my actual flask I have grants immunity to chill for 4 seconds and grants immunity to freeze for 4 seconds. So as soon as I become frozen, my Quicksilver flask will trigger, and once it does, it removes the freeze, because on the flask obviously I have freeze and chill immunity for 4 seconds. So in my opinion, these Instilling Orbs are extremely powerful and, like I said, very underrated. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a whole list and a breakdown of the different enchantments. So right here, first we have used when an adjacent flask is used. Pretty self-explanatory, if you use a flask to the left or the right of the one that has the mod on it. Reused at the end of the flask effect, so basically it just keeps on cycling right after use. Used when charges reach full. Used when you use a guard skill. Guard skill could be Arcane Cloak, Molten Shell, Steel Skin, Immortal Call, Bone Armor. Used when you use a travel skill. Dash, Flame Dash. Used when you lose a guard skill buff. Used when you hit a rare or unique enemy, if not already in effect. Used when you become frozen, kind of like the flask that I had, the Quicksilver. I have freeze immunity on the flask, and then I had this mod, so with that I'm pretty much not able to be frozen, which is extremely nice. Used when you become chilled. Used when you become shocked. Used when you become ignited. Used when you start bleeding. Used when you become poisoned. Used when you block. Used when you take a savage hit. Used when you use a life flask. So as you can see, the Instilling Orb is extremely powerful. Say you're having trouble with being ignited on a certain boss, add this to your flask, get the, mod on your flask where you can't be ignited, you're good to go. Same with poison, these are all great mods. This video was helpful. Please consider subscribing for more content. I have several different guides up at my channel for this new league, the Expedition League. Thank you for watching.